Why hello there. Welcome to my sample series. This is where I showcase games running on enhanced or next generation consoles in 4K and or HDR. This week I'm going back to Top Gun, Maverick. I'm going back to Flight Simulator running on the Xbox Series X, and I'm going to be flying a plane from the movie Top Gun Maverick. And instead of picking like a specific exotic destination just flying around, I'm actually going to be attempting to fly in real time from one location to another, taking off and landing. So let's go to the world map here. I'm going to be taking off from the airport near me, Detroit Metro. And let's see here, Chicago's too close, but Denver, that's not Denver. That's Denver. Denver might be perfect. Having a little trouble with the cursor here. Denver International. Yeah, let's do that. 14 minutes? Maybe not. Alright, how about, how long would San Francisco take? That looks better. I'm going to fly from Detroit to San Francisco. So yeah, I'm basically going to fly 3/4 across the country in about 20 minutes. Impossible, you say? Not at the speed I'm going to be going at. So yeah, this is running on the Xbox Series X. It is running at 30 FPS at about 1440p, being upscaled to 4K, and I am recording this video at 4K at 30 FPS. And let's throttle up and take off. This is an awesome looking airplane. It's not as cool looking, I think, as the SR-71. Still pretty cool looking. Raise the landing here.
Detroit Metro Tower Experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo.
It's also a lot faster, like a lot faster, like 3 times faster.
Delta Kilo Sierra is type experimental Dark Star, 1 miles west of Detroit
Right.
Metro.
So the first step is to gain altitude.
Request
A lot of
clearance to
altitude.
transition Bravo airspace. Squawk flight 625 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
Where I'm going is 1,800 nautical miles
The
away.
Bravo airspace experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
Got that chain of snaky-looking lakes flying overhead that's like southwest of where I live, in a northern suburb of Detroit. That is why I picked Metro Airport here, because I live in Detroit and like to fly away from where I'm familiar with. It's a little less stressful.
Experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
Flying at a little below Mach 1. Now I have to complete, pretty soon I have to complete a little maneuver here to get my speed up. And that maneuver is basically just diving down. Watch the speed indicator go up. I'm looking for it to reach about Mach 3 here. And yeah, at that point, we will get some fun in.
Experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Cleveland Center Experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra flight level 305. 120 decimal for 5 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Cleveland Center experimental
The
Alpha
next
Sierra
step,
Delta
once I
Kilo
reach
Sierra,
about Mach
flight
3,
level
is to get
275.
altitude again. And then I will engage the scramjet engines. I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction here. Alright.
Experimental Delta Kilo Sierra have the generic in sight.
Now to gain altitude.
127 decimal flight 5 for experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Chicago Center experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra 16,500 feet.
And while I'm doing that, toggle a few switches here. The controls here are a little cumbersome. So,
Decimal 15 for experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Chicago Center experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra flight level 220.
and here we go.
Going to 127 decimal 55 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Chicago Center experimental
Main
Alpha
engines
Sierra
are
Delta
powering
Kilo
down,
Sierra
and
flight level
ramjets are
265.
powering up. Already made it across the state of Michigan. There's Lake Michigan.
Going to 120 decimal tree 5 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Chicago Center experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra flight
Somewhere
level
down there is
755.
Chicago. As you can see, we're going so fast that the tip and front and tops of this aircraft are heating up. They're glowing red hot. I like to be flying as level as I can. It's easier said than done in these things. At least it is for me. I'm going at nearly Mach 10 right now. It's almost 10 times the speed of sound. Yeah. I weren't climbing so fast, I probably would be getting more forward speed. I wonder why I can't have all 4 engines on at the same time. Yeah. Flying over 100,000 feet. Well above what normal commercial aircraft would be flying at. Just watch the world go by underneath. Somewhere over the Midwest. I have no idea where. Yeah, that's obviously farmland put into a grid-style road system. Is that the Mississippi River? I don't know. A long interstate. Make sure I'm going in the right direction here. I am, for the most part. So I'll course correct a little bit. I'll be going where that arrow, that pink arrow on the top left is pointing. I guess. Alright, fine, I'll do this the old-fashioned way. Apparently it doesn't like it when I try to steer with only the triggers. And let's take a look at the detail in this cockpit while we're just flying here. There's a lot of detail, but I don't know how much of this is actually useful stuff I can actually interact with. Probably don't want to hit that stuff. Landing gear.
Going to 132.7 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
And make sure my
Center
flight is
experimental
leveled out.
Alpha
So I
Sierra
don't
Delta
end up
Kilo
crashing
Sierra flight
into
level
anything on the way
1050.
there. Well, that seems pretty unlikely at this altitude.
decimal 475 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Denver Center experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra flight level 1050.
When I click the left analog stick into go into poking around mode, it tends to shift the plane to left for some reason. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this is obviously a one-person aircraft. You're not fitting a second person in here.
127.905 for experimental Delta
I
Kilo
seem to have
Sierra.
lost a whole lot of speed. What's up with that?
Denver Center experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra flight level 1040.
I'm going at half the speed I should be. There we go. That should fix it. All 4 engines are engaged at the moment. See, I mostly came into this week's sample series upload pretty much unprepared. I just sort of came up with this idea. Actually, my original idea was to fly from Detroit to Chicago, but then I realized, oh wait, that's actually not far enough to engage the scramjet engines on this thing. Should probably pick a further destination than that. Heaven forbid that I operate this channel like I'm serious about it. Oh well. Yeah, this is a neat little thing. It's not really a game, it's more of a simulator. You just sort of fly around, or you can learn to fly, I guess. As much as you can in a video game, anyway. Here we go. Back up to speed. I don't know if this thing can actually reach Mach 10, though. Here, this looks like the Rocky Mountains right here. Trying to make a minor course correction, so I'm heading directly towards my target. The terrain directly beneath the plane from this little window here. So there's a camera. I assume this is a spy plane of some kind, much like the SR-71. In fact, I think this is called the SR-72. I'm at what, a little over 600 miles away from San Francisco. I will be attempting to land in this here video. Now, what do you think that is? Is that Salt Lake? The Great Salt Lake in Utah? I have no idea. Looks like a pretty big lake.
135.775 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
Yeah, that's Salt Lake. That's
Salt
the
Lake
Great
Center,
Salt Lake in
experimental
Utah.
Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo
Looking
Sierra,
at it on
flight
Google
level
Maps right
855.
now. Got that island in the middle.
128.55 for experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
That peninsula jutting out
Salt
from
Lake
the
Center,
top.
experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra, flight level 825.
Which means that over there is Salt Lake City, right? Or like that is? Yeah. I've lost too much altitude, and as such I'm losing speed a bit. You need to be at really high altitudes for this thing to go max speed. Getting distracted, of course. We'll cause that.
133.45 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra. Salt Lake Center, experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra, flight level 820.
Alright, well, things haven't gone quite according to plan in this flight. It usually doesn't with me. But I should be able to make it there. Need another course correction, though. Slightly easier for me to aim when I'm outside the plane like this, which is not at all realistic, but I'm okay with that. Alright, we're almost there. Probably should start descending closer to landing altitude soon. The tricky thing for me is to figure out when I should do that, because I don't want to do it too soon or I'll lose too much speed and it'll take longer. Yeah, this big bar running down the middle makes makes it very difficult to see in first-person mode where you're flying.
Going to 119er decimal 475 experimental Delta Kilo Sierra.
It's
Oakland Center experimental Alpha Sierra Delta Kilo Sierra flight level 730.
To lose a lot of speed and a lot of altitude in a fairly short period of time. This is not going to be the landing of a professional here, folks. This is a ranked amateur at the very best. At my very best. I'll be fortunate to get this thing on the ground without crashing it. That's what I'm saying. It is San Francisco Bay and San Francisco itself on the right. Admire the view, I guess. So I guess while I'm coming in for a landing, this video's going to run a little long, but that's hopefully okay. I'll do my outro. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching. I appreciate when people take time out of their day to watch my streams and videos, whether it be live or even in archive form. Just as a quick reminder, I do a stream almost every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. At the time of this recording, I'm still playing through Forza Horizon 5 on the Xbox Series X. And I do 4K and or HDR uploads like this on Fridays. I tend to record them on Mondays. Publish them early Friday morning. Alright, let's see if I can land this thing. Preferably on a runway. Gotten here sooner if I didn't lose speed a couple times while I moved. But hey, you know what? I flew from Detroit to San Francisco in about half an hour. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't crash yet. Speaking of which, I should probably lower the landing gear. I'm not picky about which runway I land on, or even if I stop on a runway. Just want to get the plane down, that's all. That's me crashing. Oh well. Well, like I said, thank you for watching. And until next time, take it easy.